Good morning, everyone, and welcome to week 2's weekly quiz, The Answers. Another cheesy soundtrack that I'm sure you are loving every second of, guys. Welcome to the quiz show Answers. Obviously, if you're here, you need to have done the quiz first. It's on our website. It's the Word document. Have a go. Hopefully you've had a go either solo or with your pals. Let's find out how you got on. Okay, hopefully one thing you would have noticed this week is that I put in brackets the number of points available, just so that hopefully it gave you an idea of kind of what your answers could be. All right, so without further ado, let's get on to round one, our maths round. Right, okay, so the first question was calculate 2,519 times 24. That was our last bit of multiplication we did, I think, on Tuesday. The days are blurring into one. The answer you should have got, there was 1 point for it, 60,456. I've also included my workings there so that hopefully you can see if you did go wrong, where you went wrong, okay? Biggest thing, the zero holds a place here, okay? And then I've got 1,248 divided by 4. Now you had 2 points available here. The reason I thought I'd do 2 points available, one for the answer and one for your workings out. All right. So if you look here, I've done the, I'm remembering how many groups of 4 can I make. So I've got 312 as my answer. If I just show you my workings, can't make any groups of 4 out of 1,000. So I carried it, turned it into 10 hundreds, total 12 hundreds. How many groups of 4 can I make out of 12? 3. How many groups of 4 can I make out of 4? 1. And then how many groups of 4 can I make out of 8? 2. No remainders there. Okay. So that's those ones. This final one again, now this was 2 points because it was quite tricky in that you had to say who was correct and also explain the other people's mistakes. So you got 1 point for being able to identify who was right and 1 point for who explaining, even if you just explained why one of them was wrong. Okay, so it said we actually looked at this one, so hopefully you remembered it from our maths video. Alex was actually correct because the question was how many sweets are left over, not just what's the answer to 37 divided by 4. So 37 divided by 4, you'd have 9 equal groups or 9 lots of 4. And then you'd have 1 left over. So Alex saying 1 left over is correct, 1 point. And then you've got, I've explained what their mistakes are here. Mo just said how many they got each. Eva did the division, so she got the answer to 37 divided by 4, but she didn't answer the question about the sweets. And Jack just, it's not possible. Okay, you can't have remainder 5 when you're making groups of 4. Yeah, hope that makes sense to you. So up to 5 points available for round 1. Okay, let me just write that there to remind us. Okay. Right, round 2, English. Now on here you might notice there is an error. I've accidentally written Adventureland, not Enchantmentland. I believe on yours I've changed it though, so hopefully you can forgive me. What was the name of the ride? Only a point available because it's a nice retrieval one. Hopefully you got the Cosmic, or I will accept Cosmic today. I'm feeling kind. And hopefully that linked and triggered because of the name of the book. Okay. And then here we've got kind of a grammar style question. So can you name 2 essential features of direct speech? You can have any 2 of these. There's a maximum of 2 points, but any 2. So inverted commas or speech marks, the punctuation inside, the comma in the speech if it's before the verb. You need to have who the speaker is, new speaker, new line. You might have also written on there, to be fair, capital at the start of speech, that's fine. You might have written something like speech, verb, comma, or verb, comma, speech. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, up to 2 points, so a total of 3 points available for round 2. Okay. Right. Round 3 was your science round. I really hope, I've had loads of brilliant examples of your work through from our forces. So hopefully it managed to stick in your noggins for this round. So first question was, what is water resistance? Give a definition and an example of something it might act upon. So you can have a point for your definition and a point for your example, up to 2 points. Okay, so water resistance, if you've got anything similar to this, a force that slows things down that are moving in water. Okay, you needed the fact that it was a force, hopefully the fact that it slows down, and the fact it's in water. There's a clue in the word, isn't there? And again, these are just some of the examples. You might have something different. As long as it's something you'd normally find in water, that's absolutely fine. I've put boat, swimmer, shark, you could have fish, literally whatever, as long as it's something you'd find in water. You probably wouldn't have like a car or something like that, okay? And then what did Archimedes discover? So this was all based on Monday's lesson again. Now, it's a point available here. And again, I'm happy if it's in your own words. I kind of went for like the dictionary definition. And basically, it was his Archimedes principle was that of buoyancy or displacement of water. So if you put something in a fluid, submerged it, the force is equal to the weight of the fluid, like the water, that is moved by that object, okay? Archimedes discovered it in the bath. It's essentially put something in the water moves or is displaced, and that is equal to the buoyant force acting on the object, all right? And then finally, so that was 1 point. This final one, 3 types of mechanisms. Hopefully you did our cracking contraptions lesson on Wednesday. And you could have a point each for each of these. So pulleys, gears, levers are all different types of mechanisms. Okay, so each one is worth a point, which means that round is worth a total of 6 points. Okay, so I think we had 5, 8, 14 out, so it should be out of 14 points so far, your answers, okay? And then our final round, our bonus one. Now, I personally thought this was super tricky, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, do you know what? I bet there are children in both 5E and 5R that look and they know it instantly. Some people's brains just work like that, don't they? And they just see it and they're like, yes. So for round 4, in my opinion, spicy. So each question was worth double bubble. If we look here, so you'll find me in Mercury, Earth, Mars and Jupiter, but not in Venus or Neptune. What am I? I started thinking, I don't know, asteroids, meteor showers, that kind of thing. No, it's just the letter R. If you look, we've got it here, we've got it here, we've got it here, and at the end of Jupiter, but no R in Venus or Neptune. So that is worth 2 points because I thought it was spicy. All right. And then this one, oh, I didn't get my head wrapped around this at all until I actually saw the answer. What can you put between 7 and 8 to make the result greater than 7 but less than 8? It's a decimal point. If you put a decimal point, look, I've got 7, I've got 8. If I put a decimal point between them, I get 7.8, which is more than 7, less than 8. Tricky wicky, I thought. But that's worth 2 points as well. So that round is worth a total of 4 points. Add it on to the others. That means your whole quiz is out of 18 points. Okay. Let us know how you got on. Let us know. Did I catch you out on that round 4? I'm hoping I did, because I certainly didn't know the answer when I looked at them. And if there's anything that you weren't sure on, think about, right, what am I going to do to make that knowledge stick more for next week? All right. Have an amazing weekend, guys. You have absolutely earned it. Look forward to seeing you all next week. Take it easy. Bye.